mindset deal. You got to get your body between that other player and the ball.
The Jazz shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game.
Yeah, and over the course of the season, they're a respectable 78%. That comes in handy in close games.
And comparing to the numbers of last season, they've made a bit of improvement, so that's some positive momentum they can look to build on.
Took him no time at all on that one. Freak's got his third bucket of the night. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Burke kicks to Hood. No good from outside.
Boy, but he was close, Kevin, to making the defense pay for lackadaisical coverage there.
Yeah, you may not be as lucky next time down if you're the defense. You cannot allow him to get those kinds of looks.
Now here's Curry. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. And out of bounds as Utah gains possession. Let's take this opportunity to show you the teams that have been the best three-point shooting squads over the last 10 games. The Warriors, number 1.
The main factor, I think, is the great spacing. That has led to wide open, long-range shots, and that's why we see the great numbers from the three.
All right, fans, I want everyone here to get out of your seats and make some noise for your Jazz dancers.
Now a chance, Kevin, to take a look at how the Jazz fared over the last month. 9th in fewest turnovers per game, 10th in free throw shooting, and they're in the top half of the league.
Alec Burks checked in for Hood. Golden State also making some changes. Miami's checked in for Festus Ezeli. Harrison Barnes comes in for Andre Iguodala. And it's Richardson in for Steph Curry. Now here's Favors. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Minnesota.
Yeah, but you can't talk about his performance without mentioning what he did defensively in terms of shot blocking. He was a force of nature.
All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Well, the head coach for the Jazz gave me a few moments to catch up with him. I asked him how they plan to contain this offense, one of the most prolific in the league. He said question about it. They can hurt you any number of ways. That's why they're as good as they are. We just have to play the percentages and try to make sure they're getting the shots we want as opposed to the ones they want. Kevin, makes sense. Back to you.
All right, Doris and guys, what's your take on Coach's strategy here?
I'll tell you what, he doesn't sugarcoat it at all. I mean, it's a challenge going up against a team that is just as potent offensively as this group is, and he wants his guys to be mentally prepared for it.
Exactly. I mean, it's going to take some major intensity at that end of the floor if they're going to be able to weather the storm.
Utah's gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first, and a foul called on Freak. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, clearly he hadn't established position there.
Yeah, and I like this call because you want the refs in that situation. If there's any doubt, err on the side of giving the benefit of the doubt to the offensive player. That should have been a block, and it was.
Lyles check in for Laverne. Matthews comes in for Gordon Hayward. And it's Dante Exum in for Trey Burke. Warriors have gone 5 of 12 from the field since the opening tip. To the middle, here's Freak. And the layup's good off the glass. Freak's got 8 points.
You know, they've scored several times already here in the first quarter down low. I like that.
It's like a running game in football. When you can pound the basketball inside, it also allows you to control the team's transition.
And that one's good by Favors. Warriors have gone 6 of 13 from the field, just under the 50% mark. Freak with it, now defended by Exum. And so he draws the foul on the shot, a trip to the line to shoot 2. The Warriors shooting their second and third shots at the line right here.
You've got to appreciate their ability to make free throws, 81% as a team.
And that's a little better than they did last year from the free throw line.
Utah trailing here. And there's the pass to McDonald. He feeds it to Matthews. There's 37 seconds left here in the opening quarter. No luck.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Yeah, the half and half balls are going their way, and that's really a function of effort and intensity. You know, the ball doesn't discriminate. Whoever goes and gets it, that's who owns it.
Here is Matthews following the basket by Freak. Matthews passes to Burks. Back to Matthews. The Jazz working the ball around now. Pass to Lyles. The dish to Burks. Here's the screen. Matthews. And it's Matthews again. And the first quarter is in the book. Checked in for Utah. Trey Burke comes in for Exum. And then for Golden State, Looney's checked in for Azili. And Freak subbed in for Richardson. So for the Golden State Warriors right now, Iguodala and Green are set at the forward spots. Freak is out there with Steph Curry.
And really smart to draw his man out to the perimeter. He's giving up too much size to be effective inside.
Showed nice basketball IQ. I agree, Greg. I mean, if he finds his spot on the perimeter and doesn't force it, I think his outside shot will be hard to block no matter who's defending him.
Warriors leading by 4. He dishes it to Freak. The shot no good. And Utah the other way now. They're coming off that win against Minnesota.
You know, they played well enough to win, but to be honest with you, I just felt like their opponent's defensive performance was shaky at best.
Yeah, I'd go along with that, Greg. I mean, the game wasn't handed to them, but they definitely didn't have to work as hard for it as they should have.
Here's Burke, just 3 to shoot, and he's good on the 3-ball. Burke's got 5 points now this quarter.
And I like how he draws the attention on the inside and then the nice little kick out in rhythm for the jumper.
That's good. 14 points for Freak.
3 consecutive baskets have come right at the rim. Defense had better start buckling down and tightening up.
Guys, they are getting exposed in terms of their low post defense.
Burke with it. Curry meets him. And it's blocked by Curry. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Doris, over to you.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Nets really lit up the floor. He finished with 27 points, and he was just about on target from everywhere, hitting from deep as well as sinking his free throws. A game like this just illustrates the success this team has enjoyed this season. What a special year, guys.
All right, Doris, thanks. That really was a spectacular game for him, even by his standards, guys.
And how about the high standards he has for himself? Really did have it all working for him in that game.
Anxious to see what's in his mind for an encore today. I mean, it'd be awfully difficult to top that last game.
Now, here's Burke. He has 7. The feed to Hood. This one for 3. That one falls coming off Burke's feet. Burke's got 3 assists tonight.
They're having much more success here in the second after missing on a few chances that they had earlier. They've locked in and zoned in here now.
Freak passes to Looney. Knocks down the 10-footer. And the Warriors lead by 4.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go. Strong to the rim.
And Greg, you know, the defense has been very slow to adapt. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside.
Burke, the pass to Lyles. Here's Hayward, and that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
If you battle for the offensive rebound and come up with it, you're guaranteed a high-quality shot on the follow, just like he got there.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Here's Freak. Nice touch on the bank shot. Freak's got 6 points in the quarter.
Boy, have they gotten hot here in the second quarter. No wonder they're in front.
I don't know if this field goal percentage is sustainable, but if they can stay close to what they've done in shooting the ball, they'll run away with this one.
For 3, Hayward. And we're through the...
Okay, guys, let's focus and get down to business. Now, here's a few things I took away from the first half. For the most part, we played an intelligent first half. Our passing has been crisp. We haven't given the ball away, and that's big because we can't afford turnovers. Those will kill us. Our offense in the paint was a positive. Our entry passes were sharp, and you showed off some excellent post moves. Really nice footwork down there. Okay, one more thing. A smooth flow to the second half is just what we're looking for. Let's keep things moving, but not at some kind of breakneck pace. All right, guys, let's get out there and play a good second half.
And it's been a back-and-forth game so far with no ground given to the first half. Third quarter starting here now.
Talk about being on his game. Look at the numbers for Freak. 16 points and several assists.
Jazz trail by 4. The forwards are Hayward and Favors. Burke is out there with Hood, and it's Laverne in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the group right now for Utah.
Nice move and finish. I think the halftime break really gave him a second win.
Curry kicks to Freak. The shot no good. Great D that time from Favors. And so it's Utah here with the ball. They host the Kings after this game. That game will conclude a 3-game homestand.
And finally, they fought themselves back to even the score. We've got a new ball game here now.
And really all the momentum is theirs, making such a strong comeback. So I think you've got to really feel good about their chances the rest of the way.
Nice work there coming off the screen. 18 points for Freak.
These defenders look overmatched right now, especially inside.
Well, they've given up 10 of the last 12 points from close range. So I'd have to agree with you, partner.
Alec Burks checked in for Utah. The Warriors also with a sub. Harrison Barnes, he's checked in for Andre Iguodala. Here's Freak. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. Freak's got 4 this quarter.
He shot the ball exceptionally well as they've built this lead for themselves here.
Passes it to Favors. With some arc. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play.
They're doing work here in the second half. 3 or 4 to start.
And the Jazz with some changes. Matthews comes in for Gordon Hayward. And it's Exum in for Trey Burke. To the middle. Green, no luck.
Usually if he gets to the rim, he's converting it into points. But the defense stood tall there.
And Matthews kicks to Exum. The Jazz with another miss. Golden State's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. Feeds to Freak. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. I mean, much better off making him go to the line.
And that one misses. And the Warriors making a change here. He doesn't get the second one.
Not a typical trip to the line for him there. He had been knocking them down today.
Exum dishes to Burks. And stolen by Richardson. Kicks it to Freak. Rebound, Utah. Last time in Oakland, they lost to the Warriors.
And in that game, guys, their three-point shooting really was their own worst enemy. Even when they got the open looks, they just had an inability to knock them down.
And guys, you've seen it happen to every team. You have to be a threat from beyond the arc nowadays, and if your team goes cold, it really can sabotage your game.
Nobody near Barnes. They grabbed their own miss. For Utah, they've gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the third. There's a screen. Deflects the pass, and stolen by Barnes. Here's Freak. Battles through traffic and lays it in. Freak's got 22 points.
Shots are just flowing for him right now, having a really strong quarter.
We got to be more physical on defense. They are getting to the middle of the floor way too easy. Get into them on the perimeter. Posts. Rotate over and make your presence felt. Quit being so soft.
And let's quickly jump to the 2K leaderboard to find out which point guards have been the highest scorers over the last month. Freak, number 1.
Being at the top of that list. I mean, offensive jolt whenever they've needed it.
And that's value added for a point guard. I mean, when you're playing that position and you score and do the other things he does, he creates offense for his teammates, and he can get his own offense too.
And the Warriors making a change here. Mahimi's checked in. Now, here's Burks. He's guarded closely. And here's the fast break. Richardson leading the way.
And that's how the coach would draw it up on the fast break from start to finish.
Yeah, and what a finish it was, guys. Really nicely done.
Exum passes to McDonald. Matthews, no one around him. Sinks the triple. Matthews has got the game tied up here for the Jazz.
And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the D.
And it's Freak missing.
Now, nice work there to contest the finish inside.
You know, they got the shot they wanted, but his defense, I mean, deterred them from those plays.
Here's Freak on the court for Golden State here in the fourth. Iguodala and Green are set at the forward spots. Richardson is out there with Freak, and it's Ezeli in at the 5. Now, here's Exum. Defense right on him. Here's Matthews. That drops. Matthews has got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the Jazz.
Boy, this game has really started to heat up. I didn't think it could get any more high scoring than it already was.
Well, I tell you what, I don't mind it. You don't either, it sounds like. Good offense is entertaining, and that's exactly what we're getting.
Hayward kicks to Burks. There's the pick. Back to Hayward. It's stolen by Green. Now here's Freak. Not a lot of room. The quick look, no good that time.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
Over in the corner, Matthews. Favors, dishes to Burks. Over in the corner, Matthews. Hayward is screen on Iguodala. 5 on the clock. Iguodala with the steal. Hey guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Jazz?
The mid-range that you've seen from them about as good as it gets, and there has not been a drop-off in the second half.
Another thing they've done tonight well is share the ball. So many of their points have come off of good, crisp passes.
The Jazz making a switch here. Burns checked in. Exum kicks to Matthews. And it's Freak with the rebound. Warriors trail by 4. Outside, Green. And the Warriors miss again.
Major defensive lapse right there. I mean, he's not a player you can leave open for a jump shot. You got to stay attached to him. They're lucky he couldn't punish them for it.
Really good job there. That's the definition of the inside-out game.
The Warriors have gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter.